With the South Zagoria Free Press, this is Artem Yegor, and you're watching Chernarus History Tellers. Our history, your story. Today we're going to be talking about the one and only Gorka Church. The Gorka Church was constructed in 1891 and has a long history of horrible, brutal instances. Let's dive right in. In 1902, during Midnight Easter Mass, a father unexpectedly grabbed a candlestick off of the altar and proceeded to beat his family to death with it. He actually chased his wife out of the church and down the street and finished the job. The standing crowd was horrified. They immediately subdued him. 2 days later, he was executed right next to the church. In 1918, the families of 3 White Army officials were seeking refuge inside the Gorka Church. A group of Bolsheviks paid off the guarding Cossacks to leave the area and proceeded to enter the church and murder the families. In 1933, the Holodomor swept across Chernarus. Some put predictions at around 40% of the Gorka population starved to death during this forced terror famine by the Soviets. It was around this time that Gorka Church's hieromonk was found to be hoarding food. This threw the local populace into a frenzy. A local mob invaded the church and tore him limb from limb. Some reports saying they ate him. This would not be the last time people would be eaten in Gorka Church. In 1962, the rectory that was hooked to the Gorka Church caught on fire during Sunday school. All the children made it out alive, but 2 of the women that worked in the school were found suffocated to death just sitting on pews. No one understood why they didn't leave when they could have.
Shake it up, shake it down.
In 1976, a local Gorka woman was kidnapped and murdered inside of the church. Her entrails were actually draped on the cross. A local church official was caught literally red-handed with blood, but the blame was shifted to a passing transient, and the person was never caught. In 2009, a car full of the movement of the Red Star separatists drove by the church and sprayed it down with AKMs. 5 officers with the Chernarus Defense Force and 1 bishop were killed. After a long line of violent events, it seems fitting the church's current occupants is Dam. Dam has turned the church into a sacred place, a place core to their belief system. Now, an excerpt from inside the church during one of these sacred rituals. You saw it here first at the Free Press.
Here and now, we are pledging to our brothers and sisters of darkest midnight, to the occupants of Gorka and the devils of Chernarus, to the saviors of every unworthy soul, that you're gonna always fulfill your role. Always give your life for the life of every of our brothers, of our war boys and of our elders. You will always behave as I'm your father, as I'm your savior, as everyone is your brother and sister. You can never lie. You can never keep secrets. You're part of the big blood. You're part of the worthy blood. From this day on, people will be scared of you. You need to get a name.